one of the things I really want to talk to you about is, before we start recording, I'm in recovery and I'm really trying to change my mindset about the story I built for myself about myself.
Yes.
And this seems to be one of the biggest challenges with society now, I think, part of our ills, so to speak.
Yeah, it's it goes back to even Hamlet, Shakespeare. There's neither good nor bad, but our thinking makes it so. It's the story we tell ourselves, and it's things happen, right? This happened to me. This happened. I was part of this, but then we get to create the story that goes behind it. So if you think about physiologically, what's happening in a gazelle's body and a lion's body when they're hunting. They both have elevated heart rate. They're breathing hard. Their blood pressure's up, all this. But it's very different stories. One's the hunter, one's the hunted. Two very different stories. And the same can happen for us if we're nervous about something. We think we're nervous. We say, well, are we nervous? Our heart rate's up. Our blood pressure, we're breathing a little shallower. Or are we excited? Could we change that story we tell ourselves? There's a great story from the Nobel laureate, Richard Feynman, who at one point in his career, he was so excited growing up about physics and diving in. And then he got to this point in his career where he was just going through the motions. And he said, why is this happening? And he had to go and change the story he was telling himself, the story about what he was doing. And it became play. And once it became play, he became a Nobel laureate because he loved what he was doing. He didn't ever want to get out of it. And you can do the same things. The same things can be happening around, but you get to create that story. And just how we are, a lot of times we'll default to a negative story.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
This is the Knocking Doors Down podcast, featuring celebrities, experts, and everyday people who have overcome adversities, including addiction, mental health, and trauma, to live purposeful lives. And that's what Knocking Doors Down is all about.